There's a new video this morning that some say may be proof we're not alone in the universe. A UFO in the form of a bright light is seen descending over the Dome of the Rock in Jerusalem.
People in American Fork and Highland reported some strange happenings in last night's sky.
They did, and they want to know what was hovering over that area between 7:15 and 7:30 last night. ABC4's Barb Smith is taking action to find out what it was, Barb.
Robert and Karen, they tell us that they saw lights, but those lights were not from an airplane or a helicopter, and these lights dropped something as they hung low over the sky.
An unusual sight over the city of Old Jerusalem is making the rounds on the internet. This YouTube video was reportedly taken along the promenade of Armin Hansiv at about 1 in the morning. The man who posted it says he was there with a friend when a bright light appeared in the sky and descended on the Dome of the Rock. The light appears to just hang in the skyline, but then an energy burst of some kind.
Whoa!
You know, critics, it's difficult for them to dismiss this because there are so many different angles. We've got 4 different videos, all from various perspectives, showing this light.
זה יורד למטה.
אתה מצלם? אתה רואה?
אני רואה, מה זה? תגיד, שתים יותר מדי? לא,
לא, לא, כולנו רואים את זה.
מה זה? 5 עיניים.
שיו!
יואו! מה זה?
אמא.
מה זה, ראית? יואו בנברות. ראית את זה?
תראה, יש שם עוד.
הנה, תראי שם. מה זה?
אמא, לדור, אמא.
יש קבוצה שלמה שם, תראה.
יואו. זה לא אמיתי. מה זה? ראית את זה?
וואו.
It's tough to see in the darkness, but it then appears that blinking red lights are hovering in the sky above, then disappear.
I don't believe in extraterrestrials.
Lynette Chittister doesn't believe in close encounters. Neither does Mike Galbraith.
And when people tell me this, I think, oh, you know, you're just seeing things or people are making things up.
But last night, both saw something in the sky that they can't explain. Mike was in the Air Force and says the lights hovering in the sky were unlike any he had seen. He was outside a shopping center in American Fork, grabbed his cell phone, and took this video.
But I looked up and there was 3 red lights, and then they started dropping. It looked like flares or something bright was dropping straight down.
Lynette saw it too at her home in Highland.
And I notice over the roof of the garage a red light and a white light. And the red light isn't flashing, that like an airplane light does. That's what drew my attention to it.
She says soon there were 3.
And out of the red light comes like a firework, the phosphorescent silver. It's coming down out of it, and I thought, okay, I've never seen that before.
Both say the objects were flying slowly, almost hovering, and were in formation.
And they looked like they were flying in formation perfectly together, and then whatever was dropping looked like it was burning real bright.
But Galbraith says the lights were without sound and did not belong to any plane or helicopter he was familiar with from his military experience. And he says what was being dropped were not flares.
They usually shoot out of the sides or they shoot down, and there's a lot of them. And you could definitely hear them.
Lynette's husband once manufactured military flares. He agreed what was being seen was not a military exercise. But what was it?
The control tower at Provo's Airport had nothing to report out of the unusual last night, nor did the County Sheriff's Department. Salt Lake International's control tower had no incidents, and officials at Camp Williams had nothing to report. So we are reaching out to you.
Plus, what was in the skies over Jerusalem? And why did it stop over one of the most treasured sites in Christianity?
The video is said to be taken over the weekend. Then suddenly the light shoots up into the sky. There you see it. Another video from a different angle appears to show the light doing the same thing. Those clips have gone viral now.
תגיד, שתים יותר מדי? לא,
לא, לא, כולנו רואים את זה.
מה זה?
יואו!
יואו! מה
מה
זה?
זה, אמא?
מה זה, ראית? יואו בנברות. ראית את זה?
תראה, יש שם עוד.
הנה, תראי שמה. מה זה?
אמא, לדור, אמא.
ג'ודאיזם, מה זה? זה סמלים. יואו. זה לא אמיתי.
But there it is right there. It's at the top of the screen.
Yeah.
It's up there and it hovers, kind of a pulsating orb. And then hold on here because this thing starts going down right toward, you see it there, going down toward the dome of the rock and the Temple Mount, and then it stops. And it hovers there for a while and kind of sits there, and then all of a sudden it shoots straight back up into the air.
וואו! יש קבוצה שלמה שם, תראה.
But they do not know of anything like this in the Israeli army. So they say this is either incredible video or some very well orchestrated hoax. Some have said maybe this is a movie that's putting out this I don't know. What do you put out for your movie? A trailer or some kind of a hoax to try and promote a movie that's yet to be named? We don't know. Could be Jacob's Ladder. Remember Jacob's Ladder?
No, I don't watch scary films. They freak me out.
Well, no, the biblical thing where Jacob's Ladder, was the Jews and the Christians believe Jacob's Ladder, who he saw it in a dream, leads from the Temple Mount.
I thought that was a
to
thriller
heaven and salvation.
that went very scary.
That's what one of the producers said.
Yeah.
I saw that movie. No, I'm talking about the biblical
Okay.
reference.
TG, thank
We're
you.
going to follow up on it. You bet.
What do you guys think? What was that? I mean, it's one thing if it just comes down, but then it goes back up.